Did you know that 90% of dogs respond more effectively to positive reinforcement than to punishment? That's right, your furry friend is more likely to behave if you reward him for good behavior rather than punish him for bad. This surprising statistic reveals a lot about dog psychology. Dogs, like us, prefer encouragement and praise over criticism and punishment. Positive reinforcement is all about rewarding your dog for good behavior, which encourages him to repeat it. This differs significantly from punishment, which might make your dog fearful or aggressive. The benefits of using positive reinforcement are plentiful. For starters, it strengthens the bond between you and your dog. It also makes training more enjoyable for your dog, increasing the chances of success. Plus, it's a humane and ethical approach to dog training. If you're skeptical, don't worry. We have a case study up next that will illustrate the effectiveness of this training method. Meet Benny, a beagle known for his mischievous behavior. His owners were at their wits' end until they discovered the power of positive reinforcement. Benny is a bundle of boundless energy, always on the move, always up to something. His owners, the Johnsons, were initially charmed by his playful antics. But as Benny grew, so did his mischief. He began chewing on furniture, digging holes in the garden, and even stealing food right off the kitchen counter. The Johnsons tried everything: stern reprimands, timeouts, even a spray bottle. But nothing seemed to work. Benny was as incorrigible as ever. One day, while seeking advice from other dog owners online, they stumbled upon the concept of positive reinforcement. Intrigued, they decided to give it a try. They began by understanding Benny's motivations, what drove him to act the way he did. They soon realized that Benny was not being naughty on purpose. He was simply bored and looking for ways to entertain himself. Equipped with this understanding, they switched their approach. Instead of punishing Benny for his bad behavior, they started rewarding him for his good behavior. They used treats, toys, and lots of praise to encourage Benny to behave well. They also spent more time with him, playing, walking, training, to keep him engaged and satisfied. Gradually, they started noticing changes. Benny was less destructive, he was more obedient, and he seemed happier. The Johnsons were thrilled. Their little troublemaker was becoming a well-behaved pet. They were finally able to enjoy peaceful evenings at home without worrying about what Benny might be up to. The transformation didn't happen overnight. It took time, patience, and a lot of trial and error. But the Johnsons stuck with it, and the results were more than worth the effort. They discovered that positive reinforcement wasn't just about rewarding good behavior. It was about building a strong, loving bond with Benny, based on understanding and respect. As you can see, Benny's transformation was nothing short of remarkable. But the real question is, can you achieve the same results with your dog? Now that you've seen the power of positive reinforcement, why not try it with your own dog? This method isn't about forcing a behavior, but rather encouraging it in a fun and rewarding way. So, where do you start? First, you'll want to identify what your dog finds rewarding. Does your pooch go head over heels for a particular treat, or maybe a favorite toy? Once you've pinpointed their ultimate reward, you're ready to begin. Consistency is key. Every time your dog performs a desired action, make sure that reward is ready and waiting. Remember, training isn't a race. It's okay to take things slow. Gradually, as your dog starts to associate the action with the reward, you'll start to see a change in their behavior. With that, let's not forget the most important aspect of positive reinforcement training: patience. Remember, patience is key. With time and positive reinforcement, you might just find yourself with a completely transformed dog. Good luck and happy training.